Good afternoon. Good afternoon, folks. Y'all know what time it is. It's Tuesday afternoon, live at 5. Anthony Stewart, American Classic Agency, from my national headquarters in Lanham, Maryland. You know, they're calling for severe thunderstorms and all that kind of stuff in the DMV. Just like they called for yesterday, and I was telling everybody it ain't going to do all that. You know what I mean? So, and it hasn't done much of that yet, to my knowledge. But anyway, I'm excited to be with you this afternoon, man. We have so many exciting things going on at American Classic Agency. I mean, we got so many women that are doing some phenomenal things. We got some ladies events I'm going to tell you a little bit more about. But good afternoon, Maria, Cheryl. I just put your book at FedEx about an hour ago. Hey, Tabitha, Priscilla, how's everybody doing? I'm sorry. But I hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's safe. Can you believe that we are at the end of the second quarter of 2023? Where has the time gone so fast? I tell you what, time waits for no one. You know what I mean? So we're going to do something. We need to do it now. You know what I mean? So, time waits for no one. So I would encourage you to go ahead and do whatever you plan to do. Do it now. Tomorrow's not promised, and time waits for no one. So let's get it done, right? So July 1st is when? Sunday? No, July 1st is Saturday. So we're beginning the second half of the year. So let me just kind of give you some dates that are important to remember about ACA. July 17th, we're having our second half kickoff or second quarter results up to date. So I'll give a State of the Union address talking about everything that we accomplished in the first 6 months of 2023 and where we are month to date as it relates to our goal. So that's going to be here at the office at 7375 Executive Place, Suite 300 in Lanham, Maryland. So for those of y'all that's in the DMV, come on by the office. We're going to start going back to in-person trainings every Monday night beginning July 10th. But because it's the kickoff, I'm going to have a little something for you to snack on when you come in. So I look forward to seeing you here. Also, July the 22nd, for the first time, we're doing the WWW down in the Hampton Roads area, led by Brandy Hubbard, Barbara Borcavage, Talithia Woodard. We have a grand event planned there. I'll be the only guy allowed in the meeting that day. So I'm going to be there addressing the ladies on that day. That's July 22nd. In Chesapeake, Virginia. Check out Brandy Hubbard's Facebook page and you will see all the announcements. So if you know of anybody that lives in the Hampton Roads area, they want to get there on that particular day. And then July 29th, for the first time ever in the history of ACA, right? This 27-plus-year-old company, American Classic Agency, Women's Day at ACA. We're going to be highlighting our women and their accomplishments. We have several women on our team that are part of the $1 Million Roundtable. It's going to be high energy, action-packed. We're going to present the American Classic Agency Business Opportunity Overview. Our goal is to get more women into financial services. 60% of our sales force are women. So Saran Baker is going to be the host. Debbie Short and Sharice Richards are going to present the ACA Business Overview session. And then we're going to have Barbara Borcavage and Caprice Hayes give us some statistics as it relates to women in financial services. And then the cherry on the top, we decided we're going to do a panel. We're going to have LaToya Jackson from Atlanta, Georgia is going to be in the house. We're going to have LaVacia Davis from Texas is going to be in the house. And then we got two locals. Gina Pryor, phenomenal businesswoman here in Waldorf, Maryland, been with us for a number of years. She's going to be in the house on the panel. And then I thought it'd be good if we have a new person, which is Robin Couch out of Washington, D.C., an educator. They're going to be on a panel. So we want people to be able to ask questions about, women in finances and the whole 9 yards. So all of that's going on July 29th. We decided that this event is so special that we decided not to make it available via Zoom. However, I believe that we're going to have an overflow. We may have to end up doing 2 sessions that day. That's my prayer. And we're looking for a local, well-known female pastor to kind of give an opening prayer. So we're working on that as well. But anyway, my topic for today is the potential risk. As it relates to our finances and then our money, what are our potential risks? So it's about 8 or 9 of them, and I'm going to go over these pretty quick so that you know what they are. We work too hard. Don't lose a lifetime of work, right? We go to work every day. Why put all the money that you've earned and saved to risk? But so many times we do it, we don't even realize that's what we're doing. So let me kind of go over the risks that that really could derail our future planning, right? So the first one is anybody. I don't care how well you eat. I don't care how well you exercise. But anybody can become disabled. Think about that. How long could your family's lifestyle continue to go on if you became disabled? That's a scary thought when you think about it. So disability is a risk, right? Disability could derail all your financial plans. So that's the first one, becoming disabled. Your biggest asset is your ability to earn an income. Once that's taken away, your family's lifestyle is in jeopardy. So how many people have disability income? And the truth of the matter is, when I first decided to go in business for myself back in full time, next month, July, would be 30 years of full-time being an entrepreneur. Full-time, no salary, no nothing, full-time entrepreneur. July would be 30 years. 1993, I went into this industry full-time, all right? But the first thing I said, what if I get sick? What if I become disabled? So the first thing I did was got a disability policy. Fortunately, let me knock on wood, I've only had to use it one time in 30 years. Right now, do I love paying the premiums? No. But I always think about that's a risk. So disability income is very important. The second thing we got to worry about a risk is lawsuits. Right? If you look at someone wrong, they'll sue you nowadays. Right? So people are looking to cash in on us by lawsuit. So we can't put our money at risk. Right? That's why we shouldn't have 30, 40, 50,000. I know people that have over $100,000 sitting in a bank. That's a risk because someone could sue you. The IRS could freeze your account and you can't even get to the money. Right? So a potential risk is a lawsuit and becoming disabled. Right? So those are the first two. The third one is fraud. There are organizations out there, all they do is try to commit fraud. To get our money, especially seniors, right? We really got to be careful. I don't know about you, at least a half a dozen times a week, I get emails about a delivery was wrong because of the invalid email address from UPS, or I have an agent that says, we need to update my banking information so I can get my commissions deposited. And I look at the email and I say, there's no way this guy would have emailed me something like this. There are companies out there, all they want to do is fraud. Americans have lost over $1 billion in fraud. That's just seniors. Think about how many times that someone has attempted to defraud you out of money. So we really got to be careful. You could work hard for 30 years, save up all this money, and put it at risk because of certain things, right? Disability, lawsuits, and fraud, right? Emergencies is the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have emergencies, but we got to prepare for the emergencies, right? We got to set aside a certain amount of money to say, you know what, this is a rainy day. In the event that my roof caves in, the insurance company denies my claim, I got to have access to cash, right? Now, I know it sounds like I'm painting a dim picture. I'm going to give you some good news at the end, how one product could take care of all of this for you, right? So we got to worry about emergencies, and the other thing is we got to learn how to say no to folks, right? Just because someone else has an emergency, that doesn't mean I got to risk what I'm planning to help somebody else at all times. It's okay to say no sometimes, y'all, and don't feel guilty about it, right? So we got emergency, we got disability, we got lawsuit, we got fraud. But what is everybody talking about right now? Inflation, right? Food costs is at an all-time high, and the demand is high, and the quantity is low. Inflation, look at what the banks are paying us on our money. It is ridiculous. What they're paying us on our savings accounts and checking accounts. Not even 1%. Inflation is eroding the dollar. The purchasing power is diminishing, right? We are paying more for less quantity. A dozen of eggs now is about $10. It's ridiculous. Inflation is a risk that we got to win. We got to win the inflation battle. Every time we save our money and we're not keeping up with higher than the rate of inflation, we are going broke slowly. So inflation is really a crucial factor where Americans are losing their hard-earned dollars. Right now is a tough time that's going on right now. It really is. A lot of people are struggling right now. The social media stuff may look fine, but a lot of people are struggling right now, right? So us as financial professionals, we got to get out. We got to help these folks, right? We got to prepare for the what ifs of the life, of what ifs of life. So only we can do that, right? I got 4 more for you. The market, right? The market. People are gambling with their money. People are still guessing of what to do with their money. Here's the key right here. Warren Buffett has 3 rules. Rule number 1, don't lose any money. Rule number 2 is don't lose any money. And if you forget rules number 1 and 2, just remember rules number 3, don't lose any money. We have to stop losing money. I know so many people that ask me about, what do you know about crypto and this and that and all that? I say, I don't put my money nowhere that's not regulated. Quit gambling with their money. I know people that put their money in things just because they know the person that told them about it, right? But yet, when I mention something about that's been proven over 100+ years, that's regulated, that has guaranteed EI life insurance, we like, I don't know about that. Well, it's been proven over and over again. Life insurance is the backbone of this country, all right? If you take out what life insurance has contributed to the economy, you'd be amazed. You will thank the life insurance company. But yet, when we think about life insurance, we think only about death. It's a lot more to it than that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, this is what the wealthy people do, right? Quit throwing our money and quit trying to get rich quick. That's not biblical anyway, right? There's no such thing as getting rich quick. No, it's little bit by little bit, which what brings us wealth. Right? So here's the other. I got 3 more, and then I'm going to be out your way. Taxes. So many people are paying taxes unknowingly and unnecessarily. Right? We are continuing to put our money in tax qualified plans at work. And I ain't saying never do that. But so many people are relying on that as their main source of retirement income, knowing they got to share it with the government. And I hear this all the time. Well, Anthony, I'm not going to touch it till I'm over 59 and a half. It don't matter when you touch it. You have to be taxed on this money. Your 401k, your 403b, your 457, your IRAs, they're all tax-infested programs, ladies and gentlemen. So why are we constantly pouring out? Why are we going down to the bank and pouring our money in these accounts? When the wealthy people say, you know what? We set up tax laws, right? Y'all have heard me say this before, 7702, Section 101. There's special tax treatments as it relates to life insurance that the wealthy people are taking advantage of, and middle America is sitting on the sidelines. We want to go and gamble on things that we know nothing about. And that's sad because it sounds sexy. I want to try it. But the proven track record is with the life insurance. It's been proven. Annuities, it's been proven. Annuities with a guaranteed lifetime income rider means that you could never outlive your money, which is the next point, is the risk of outliving your money. Right? Will you outlive your money, or will your money outlive you? Right? When we're gambling, we're risking outliving our money. Right? I don't know about you. I like guarantees. So we got to get the guarantees. Annuities with the guaranteed lifetime income rider is the guarantee. Even if you ran out of money, you will never run out of income. Income is the outcome that matters most. And the last and final point, we talked about taxes, we talked about the market, we talked about inflation, we talked about emergency, we talked about disability, we talked about lawsuits, we talked about fraud, we talked about outliving your money. And here's the final point, is death. What if you die early? Right? If you Google acli.org, you will see the statistics of Americans that are underinsured. We don't have enough life insurance on each other. If we love the people that we leave behind, meaning your spouse or your children. Or if you're single, you can still use it and sock money into legally and pull it out without paying taxes on it, right? Through the use of life insurance. If you make $50,000 a year and you have a $150,000 policy, you don't have enough insurance. That means that your family's lifestyle is only going to be the same for 3 years. What happens after that? Right? So the first thing we got to do is protect our income. So that's a risk. The risk of dying too soon. The other risk is living too long. The other risk is becoming ill. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you at American Classic Agency, we can help you with all three: living too long, dying too soon, or becoming ill. We can get one product, one premium, one agent that can help you take care of all of these risks. Think about these risks and don't lose a lifetime of work. I thank you all for your time and attention today. We're at the end of the month. This is the last Tuesday in the month of June. And next week, we probably won't do this next Tuesday because it is 4th of July. So I'll probably do a live at 5 on Monday or on Wednesday. More than likely it'll be Monday because I want you to think about something going into the holiday. Be safe. For those y'all in the DMV, they're calling for a major thunderstorm and all that. Be safe on the highway until we talk again. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.